Well, the first of 8 meetings to consolidate 7 schools in Corpus Christi is taking place right now. We'll bring you the details on those meetings next. And officers in Jim Walz County are about to start cracking down on drunk driving. We'll share what new measures they'll be implementing for the holiday season next. Well, thank you for joining us. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. We start tonight with news happening as we speak at Travis Elementary School. That's where the first of 8 meetings are taking place to hear community feedback on CCISD's proposed plan to consolidate and close 7 schools. CCISD says this is due to a budget deficit of $27.5 million. Now, this would go into effect next school year. Well, this isn't the only meeting Corpus Christi ISD is holding, though. The rest of the month, CCISD will hold 3 more sessions, one at Brown Middle School, December 9th, one at Fannin Elementary School, December 16th, and one at Sanders Elementary School, December 18th. Now, and then in January, they will hold a virtual meeting January 5th, a meeting at Haas Middle School January 6th, and one at Castoris Elementary School January 7th. And lastly, one at Martin Middle School that will be taking place on January 8th. Now, the next meeting is set for December 9th. That's next Tuesday. It will be held at Brown Middle School, and it begins at 5 o'clock. So go to our website, christv.com, for more details. Well, the CDC may soon take some major changes to their child vaccine advisory policy. 2 public letters sent out this week from former CDC and FDA officials warned that the leadership of Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and advisors he has appointed are putting the nation's health at risk. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices are convening today and tomorrow to re-examine long-established vaccine protocols and likely revise the recommended timing of the hepatitis B shot given to newborns. Well, child deaths worldwide are projected to rise for the first time this century. A new report says an estimated 4.8 million children will die before the age of 5 this year. This is due to global health funding. That's an increase of 200,000 preventable deaths compared to last year. The holiday season means the roadways are going to be a lot more busy, but holiday parties also lead to a drastic increase in drunk driving accidents. That's why DPS officers in Jim Walz County are ramping up their enforcement starting next week with their no refusal DWI period, meaning they can get a warrant for an immediate blood draw on the spot. Sergeant Rob Mallory spoke to us on why they're taking these measures.
Impaired driving is the 3rd leading cause of fatal crashes we have here in the state of Texas. So obviously we want to do our part to reduce that number of fatal crashes.
Enforcement will begin on December 11th. Well, the FBI has arrested a man who they believe planted pipe bombs outside both the RNC and DNC headquarters the night of January 5th, 2021. The FBI struggled for years to track down the suspect, who they identified as Brian Cole, repeatedly asking the public for information that could lead to an arrest, including releasing additional video this year of the suspect planting one of the bombs. The FBI has already searched through his residence earlier today. The talks between Russia and Ukraine have ended without much breakthrough, as Russian President Vladimir Putin has said that any resolution must end with Russia controlling the Donbass region. Well, Putin has been meeting with a United States delegation for 2 days now on a possible peace deal, and today made his way to India to meet with their prime minister. Ukrainian officials traveled to the United States today as work continues to a possible peace deal. And a group of about 24 lawmakers are unveiling a new Affordable Care Act subsidies plan in Washington today. The 2-year plan would include a 1-year extension of the enhanced ACA subsidies with targeted modifications. The 2nd year would include more significant changes as well as ways to offset the costs. Now, these lawmakers want to vote to take place by December 18th. The subsidies are set to expire at the end of the year. And companies slowed down the amount of layoffs last month. Just over 71,000 people were laid off in November. That number is about half the amount from October. As for November, the fields that saw the most job loss include telecommunications, technology, and food analysts, say nearly 1.2 million jobs were cut so far this year. That's the highest amount recorded in January through November stretch since 2020. H-E-B is alerting customers about a Facebook scam that promises free gift cards and shopping sprees. The company confirms these messages are fake and is urging people not to fall for them. Scammers are sending links through Facebook Messenger pretending to be official H-E-B promotions. The company says it currently has no active giveaways and reminds customers that any real promotions will only appear on their official social media pages, HEB.com or My HEB app. H-E-B also emphasizes that it will never ask for personal information or require you to share links to participate. If you see a suspicious message, report it to Facebook and always double check H-E-B's official channels before clicking. Well, we've had some rain this week, so let's take a look at our weekly drought update. For that, let's check in with meteorologist Stephanie Laubert, who is here from her vacation.
Yeah, we are back in the saddle, y'all, and with it, a little bit of rain on the horizon. So obviously rain is a sensitive subject here. We've really not seen a whole lot of measurable rain today, but there's more on the way, I think, before we start to see these clouds clear up and the return of that glowing orb in the sky. Has it really made an impact on our drought, though? Well, we've got some pros and cons to this. This was last week's Drought Monitor update on Thanksgiving. You could see a lot of red across the coastal bend and near San Antonio. That's extreme drought, but you'll notice there is no burgundy on this map from what we can see, and that's good because that is the worst kind of drought. We had a lot of that in Medina County throughout the summer. Finally, some rains helped to chip that away. So we haven't gotten there yet, but that's the next stage. We don't want to get there, especially since we're in the dry season and rain is a hot commodity this time of year. So since we've had a little bit, it does help. Today's update showing that, yes, we still have a lot of that extreme drought in the area, but we've been chipping away at that which was in Nueces County over the past week and some out by Laredo improving. So here we go. Today, we've just seen a few drops in the bucket. That's what we've seen in Port A and in the Bluff at NAS Corpus Christi, picking up 0.03 of an inch. You probably saw some showers along your ride, especially if it was this morning, but hard to get measurable rain. I do think we'll have measurable rain as we head on into your Friday. I'll have a look at the forecast and the weekend coming up.
Well, just a reminder, we are still under stage 3 water restrictions. Some of those restrictions include no lawn watering. Home car washing is limited to hand washing with a 5-gallon bucket on your designated watering day. Swimming pools can be maintained but must be covered when not in use, and hand watering of gardens and plants is allowed, but only before 10 a.m. and after 6 p.m. and foundation watering by drip irrigation is allowed every other week. Well, a select group of area school kids was treated to a Christmas shopping spree this morning, courtesy of the Shop with a Cop program. Children who might not otherwise have Christmas presents went shopping at area Walmarts. We caught up with this group of kids at the Walmart on Saratoga near Cimarron. Now this assignment that took officers look forward to every year.
It puts a smile on our face more than it does the kids, I think. It's being able to shop with a younger person, especially somebody that may be in need, and brighten their Christmas. It makes it all worthwhile.
Well, the Shop with a Cop shopping spree is made possible thanks to private donations, members of the community, the Fraternal Order of Police, and, of course, Walmart stores. Well, CCISD held swimming lessons for students at Cullen Place Elementary today. The lessons were held at the Corpus Christi Natatorium on Cabinets Parkway. The goal of the lessons is to show students how to swim and teach children a valuable life skill. One parent shares her insight on why she believes these lessons are needed here.
I think it's very important because it's showing our children how to do the survivor skills that they need, especially with our area that we have, the water around and stuff.
Well, this is the last day this year that CCISD will be holding these swimming lessons.
Almost anything for stored credit? I'm Tyrese Boone, and I'll tell you what you can bring to this popular gaming store for some extra cash going towards your purchases. I'm Tyrese Boone, your Southside Neighborhood News reporter. A one-day GameStop event could turn random items into holiday savings. I'm speaking with residents about their thoughts on the deal and if they're cashing in. This holiday season, shoppers are turning attic clutter into instant gift money, and GameStop is cashing in on the idea. Corpus Christi local Trade Davila is one of many customers shopping deals just in time for holiday shopping.
It is the holidays and I need to get gifts for the kids, so I had to use my $5 coupon and get something for the kids.
GameStop is expanding that same opportunity with a one-day event called Trade Anything Day. For one day only, customers can bring almost any physical item, even non-gaming things, and turn it into store credit. If it fits inside a 20 by 20 by 20 inch box and isn't on the store's exception list, shoppers can get a $5 trade credit they can use that day or save for a future purchase.
I think it's good. I mean, I have stuff that I have sitting there. Why have it sit there and just trade it in for $5 to get a game, a figure, or something else that GameStop offers?
The promotion comes as families look for ways to stretch holiday budgets. The National Retail Federation reports the average American plans to spend nearly $1,000 on holiday gifts this year. Small savings like this can add up fast.
Video games is it just makes everybody happy. I think there's all different types of games. There's action, sports, games for kids.
A quick, simple way to turn unused items into presents, and a reminder that one small credit can help make a holiday brighter. If you would like to trade in, GameStop's Trade Anything Day is December the 6th. On the South Side, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tyrese Bone, Chris 6 News.
We're definitely feeling that holiday spirit with these temperatures, but what if I told you our rain chances are going to be looking pretty good as we head on into Friday? If you got weekend plans, don't despair. We've got some nice weather ahead too. I'll break it all down for you coming up. Hey there, a view outside from the CCAC camera. We are blanketed in with clouds, y'all. It is a very kind of dreary look out there. It's not something atypical for November, but yeah, we are definitely looking at some clouds out there. And with these chilly temperatures, you might think, man, this is a little dreary, but these clouds, be thankful for them because they are certainly keeping us warmer as we head on into the rest of tonight. Our temperatures have been doing some interesting things. What if I told you our max temperature today happened before lunchtime, happened during the morning hours? Take a look at the past 10 hours. Here we go. We reached a high of 64 degrees, and that happened right around 9 a.m. 9 a.m. So that was earlier on. We've had a front move through, but it's pretty much only here at the ground level. The rest of the atmosphere hasn't quite caught up, and that's why we have that layer of clouds around us. We know this as an overriding pattern, but that may actually work in our favor for rain chances heading into tomorrow morning. And yeah, I say rain, and you think of the little chispas we've had today, but actual rain, I think, will be in the forecast starting out on Friday. So north wind is what's really keeping the chill in the forecast right now, and the fact that our temperatures have only been falling since those mid-morning hours. But it's been a gradual decrease, and with the breeze kind of relaxing a bit as we head into tonight, it is not going to feel quite as dreary out there heading into the evening hours. But if you're in search of some sunshine, don't worry, we've got some good weather on the way. We just got to be patient because Friday, I'm not sure is going to be it. We'll talk about it. Right now, temperatures across the coastal bend in the middle to upper 50s. Inland neighborhoods are actually feeling a little bit warmer right now. 59 in San Diego is coming down from a 60-degree reading just a short time ago. 57 in Kingsville, 54 at CCIA, and along the coast where we've got more of that wind, we're hanging out in the lower 50s. So a little more bite in the air. But when we look at our dew points, this helps us understand how much water is in the atmosphere. This is kind of deceiving because you're looking at very dry air, but remember, we have some weird stuff happening where the clouds are sitting several hundred feet above our heads, not too far away from the ground. They're low clouds, but that's where the moisture is, and that's where our rainfall is going to be coming from as we head into tomorrow morning. So even though we're dry here at the ground level, I still think we'll see some rain starting out on Friday. So as far as humidity goes, we'll notice more of that on Sunday with some sunshine before another front comes through to knock that back down. I don't think Sunday is going to be a day that is bad, though. Even with a little humidity in the mix, probably going to be very enjoyable. Here's what to expect between now and then. Notice behind me there's a big red L. That is low pressure that has formed nearby, and it's keeping a lot of these clouds in place because while we've cleared out here at the ground, again, a couple hundred feet above our head, That's where all the moisture and instability is. That's going to set us up for more of this moisture that's been cruising in from the southwest and bring showers here and there to the forecast. And we need that. This is the dry season. We don't technically really anticipate much rainfall during this time of the year, but as our drought monitor clearly yells at us with bright reds, we need rainfall. So any little bit helps this time of year. Even the past rainy weekend we had in the middle of November definitely helped. So this is what tomorrow looks like. Periods of rain rushing by, and notice this is going to be during the morning commute for those of you who are along and east of Highway 77. So keep an umbrella on hand. Shouldn't be very heavy rainfall, but slick roadways are still a problem. So here's a look at the next 7 days. Once we get past tomorrow, beautiful weather for our weekend ahead.
It's 6 a.m. and I am bright and early in Robstown for one reason, and that is tamales. I'm Stephanie Molina, your neighborhood news reporter, and during the holidays, many Hispanic families are gearing up to make this beloved traditional dish. But if you're like me, you might prefer to order them. The good news is I know just a place, and it's right here in our community.
My mom always got us going with, you can't get confused, it's just 5, 4, 3.
That little countdown adds up to a dozen tamales, and it's the same rhythm that's kept Rosie's Tamales humming for nearly 40 years. Virginia Garcia has been rolling corn husks since she was 7 and is now running the Robstown shop while her mother, Rosie, battles an illness.
Some people would just be passing by, are y'all selling tamales here? Because you could smell it outside.
The smell brings customers in, but for Virginia, it's more than business.
Without these tamales, it's not a Christmas, you know? The tamales is something that's important to families.
The production starts long before dawn. Workers shape the masa and fold the fillings into corn husk, then set them to steam.
We let them cool down, at least for the day. So tomorrow at 3 in the morning, the workers come, they roll them and they make them into the corn husk. We pot them and we put them to cook.
And this machine right here is where the magic happens. Within 10 minutes, it can make 32 dozen. That's 384 tamales. And for a business like Rosie Tamales, that's a big help.
Virginia tells me during the holidays, orders double. Right now, the shop is gearing up to produce as many as 300 dozen tamales a day.
Now, if you look at these coolers right here, they carry about 40 dozen tamales. But if you look right here, these carry actually way more.
A long-time tradition that fills bellies and hearts.
To know that our tamales are out there satisfying families, that's a good feeling.
If you're interested in having this traditional dish in your holiday dinner, Rosie's Tamales are taking orders until December 19th. To pick up is on the 24th. In Robstown, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Stephanie Molina, Chris 6 News.
All right, Stephanie, make me hungry there. Well, the Corpus Christi RTA will soon launch a special service for the holidays. 2 holiday routes will take riders to check out the holiday sites in the downtown area. The other route will provide rides to the Candy Cane Lane for Beeline riders. Well, the Downtown Dasher route begins Saturday and runs from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. It will also be available December 12th, 13th, 19th, and the 20th, service from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. The final days of service will be December 23rd and 24th, again with service from 5 to 10. Riders can take in the holiday sights of Peppermint Lane and the Bayfront Tree at Waters Edge Park, and pick up and drop off is at City Hall. The Holiday Express to Candy Cane Lane will be available on December 8th, 11th, 14th, and 18th. This service is only for Beeline riders with disabilities. The route will offer free pickup, and seats are limited, so reserve your spot by calling 361-5881. Well, a meal that might make your heart grow 3 times its size. We'll show you the details on the McDonald's Grinch meal next.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Welcome back. The HEB Christmas tree lighting will be taking place this Saturday at Waters Edge Park. Well, this marks the 8th year of the event right here in Corpus Christi. There will be music, vendors, and food trucks. The ceremony and boat parade starts at 5:30, and the lighting of the 66-foot tree will commence shortly right after. Well, for a guy associated with the words like stink, stank, stunk, he sure does make a tasty meal. Well, McDonald's has launched a Grinch meal this holiday season, which includes a new menu item, dill pickle McShaker fries. Well, the fries come in the Grinch meal along with your choice of a Big Mac or a 10-piece McNugget. Now, much like McDonald's iconic Happy Meal, it comes with a prize, Grinch-themed holiday socks. The meal launched on Tuesday and is available for a limited time while supplies last. Well, today's a very Tasty Day. It's National Cookie Day. The name cookie derives from the Dutch word koekie, meaning little cake. But in most English-speaking countries, cookies are called biscuits. Macaroons and gingerbread cookies were popular in the 17th century when the treats first came to America. Today, and especially with the holiday season now in all full swing, all kinds of cookies are easy to find. Yummy. And we have here some cookies because our producer, Matthew,
is the best and brought us some goodies.
Brought us
for an
some
appropriate
cookies.
day.
Because last time I think it was National Donut Day and we said, where's the donuts?
Yeah, you can't tease us like that. We need the goods.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Ooh, these smell so good though.
I know they were wafting at me the whole newscast. So once we're done here, we're going to do a magic act. Disappear.
Take a big one.
Hey, you know, if you're looking for these clouds to disappear, maybe some warmer temps, we're still technically in fall. So we've got some of that in the forecast. We're going to have some rain tomorrow, actual, but light rain in the forecast, and the clouds stick around for most of Friday. I think it'll be okay for Art Walk for the most part. But Saturday and Sunday, that sun comes back out, and another front will keep cool, but at least warmer temperatures in the forecast as we head into next week. So still flip-flopping around as we go between fall and winter weather.
Yes, so get your little cafecito and your cookies.
Exactly, perfect. Or pan dulce.
Or your pan dulce.
We'll count that as a cookie today.
Yeah. Everybody, thank you so much for watching Chris 6 News. We will see you here at 6. Good night.
Bye.